A lot of my friends tell me that, oh, oh, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we buy and rip open packs so you don't have to. Guys, this is the week. Journey Together comes out on Friday, and I am super excited to pick up this set. And what better way to celebrate release week than opening up a pack of battle partners? And that's what we're gonna do today is crack open this set to see if we can find that SAR or full art Clefairy that everybody's hunting for. You might have seen it on a previous post, but I already opened up this set. I pulled the Articuno, the Clefairy EX, the Wailord, and then the Reshiram. So we're definitely gonna hunt the other SIRs or SARs today in this set. But while we're doing that, let me know, did you guys pre-order Journey Together? Were you able to already pick up the set? Or are you guys waiting until the anticipated Destined Rivals comes out? I know pre-orders just dropped a couple days ago, and I got lucky and I was able to grab an ETB, but were you guys just as lucky? At the same time, Secret Lair released the Magic the Gathering SpongeBob Collector Edition as well, so we got to pick up that set. So, you know, let me know down in the comments, were you guys able to get a hold of the Destined Rivals pre-order or even the SpongeBob Magic the Gathering release as well? But with that being said, let's not waste any more time and let's go ahead and crack open this set. So I got my, as always, handy dandy knife right here, and here is this set here. So let's go and crack this open. But while I'm doing that, you know, did you guys already open this set? Did you guys really like this set? I know we opened up a lot of Japanese set already on the channel. I think we did Terrastro Festival. This is going to be our second one. And we're looking to open up Heat Wave Arena as well. I really like the Japanese set. I think just the artwork is a little bit, you know, better than the US. You know, I think just the pull rates are also in your favor. I mentioned this on a previous video, especially when we're opening Union Arena. But do you guys find it the same? Do you guys like the Japanese sets a little bit better? Or do you guys like more of the English? Because English right now is a little hard to kind of come by. Oh, let me look at that. I'm already opening it wrong. And I say that I would open this set. So where is that? There you go, right there. All right, kind of giving me a little trouble there, but here is our set for battle partners. And let me go ahead and take out all of our packs. And what I like about the Japanese set is that you just get a little bit more packs. I know you don't get as much cards in each pack, but I just think there's just more to open, and I think it's a little bit more fun. Here is our box. We're gonna toss that over there like we always do. This is gonna go that way. And here are all of our battle partner sets right here, or our packs. So we're going to put them off to the side, and I am going to start ripping right on this side so you guys can see right here in full camera view that what I am opening. But, you know, while I'm opening this, just something to reiterate, you know, we're on the road to 500 followers on our YouTube, and, you know, obviously, you know, on our Instagram as well. So we really appreciate all the support you guys provide to us. So be sure to like, follow, and comment so you can see all the incredible content that's coming out in the upcoming weeks. And then when Destined Rivals come, we're going to do a big video for that and potentially a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. So, all right, let's go ahead and let's start jumping right into this set. So here is our first pack. All right, starting off just a little slower, not where we want to start off, but that's okay. We got tons of more packs. But like I said, the Japanese sets I think are just a little bit better. You know, they might not be as many packs to open in one sitting. Okay, wait, let me pause on that. I think we're gonna have our first EX. All right, awesome. And I think it's actually, since it's in a different language, I kind of forgot his name. I think the Dunsparce, right? I think that's his name with the EX. What I like about some of the Japanese foils is that I think they're just a little bit better in quality, especially when it comes to the full arts. But, you know, that's my own opinion. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. And that's why I enjoyed opening the Japanese sets. I just think they're a little bit more fun to open. All right, let's go on our next one. And all right, there you go. All right, we're not starting off so hot, but listen, we got tons of more packs, tons of more, you know, topics to discuss. And which one of them being is Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals was kind of a hassle to pre-order, you know, if I at least can get that out the way and mention that. Okay, there's that one. Destin Rivals, I was able to pick up the pre-order already, but I was in the lobby for a little over an hour, and I got kind of lucky. But I do like what Pokemon Center is doing right now, and, you know, maybe you guys agree with me, maybe you guys don't, but they're starting to, you know, limit how much you guys can order. Oh, right here's another EX. This is our rare, right? All right, awesome. Look at that, yeah. Again, here's the foils up close and personal right there for you. I know my black light is a little highlighting on them, but back to what I'm saying with Destin Rivals, I like how they have the queue, and, you know, they're kind of stopping, you know, those scalpers from, you know, taking advantage and buying all the sets up. So at least we now have an opportunity, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't think I was gonna be able to pick up Destin Rivals. And I'm super happy that I was able to pick it up because I know that's a very anticipated set. I don't think Team Rocket comes around as often. I know I just got back into collecting Pokemon cards, and from a lot of my friends telling me that, oh my God, no way. Sorry I didn't savor that, guys. That's insane. This is one of the SARs that we were looking for. Look, let me get that a little close up here. Hang on. Let me bring it closer to us. Wow. That is gorgeous. Okay, hang on. Let me put that right there. And see, and that's why I love the Japanese sets. The Japanese sets, I think, just hit a little bit better. And I just think the artwork is super nice. Not to say that the US is not, or like the English versions, but wow, okay. I know our first couple of packs were not as strong, but I think this is one of them that we're looking for. Wow, look at that. I'm going to go and put him right off to the side, and we're going to review all the pulls that we have today, especially when it comes to the SARs, and even some of the EXs. I know I put them in a pile over here. But that's awesome. Let's just get one more last look at that before we move on to our next pack. All right, that's awesome. But back to what I was saying with Destin Rivals. Very anticipated set, and to see that the future of Pokemon, at least with the Pokemon Center, is going to kind of be in our favor. We now can have a chance to pre-order. They limited one per person because they knew how big the set was going to be. And you know, when retail comes out, let's see if they're going to be able to do the same thing for us, right? Are we going to be able, pull doubles, and see if we have a chance to order it right when it drops for, you know, at least MSRP. But prices for Pokemon are going a little crazy right now, which is kind of why I like Japanese sets too. They're not as expensive, but I also love pulling them, you know. Let me not deter from the quality of the Japanese sets. So, all right, here we go. All right, let's go on to our next pack. But, you know, Destin Rivals is quite some time away, so let's circle back to the set that's coming out, and that is Journey Together. Journey Together is dropping on Friday. I already have a pre-order with one of my locals, and they're not going to release it until till Friday, which, you know, that's the name of the game. That's the business. There are some LGSs that are releasing it a little early. I was actually able to pick up a ETB. Oh, and there is our first AR. I believe I already have this one from a previous pull that I had, but, you know, I don't mind having a couple more. But the Journey Together ETB I was able to pick up from one of my locals already. And I have it for my own collection. I don't think I'm going to open up that set. I think I'm starting a sealed collection. You know, it might take up a lot of space, but at first I never wanted to have a sealed collection. I said, you know what, I'm just going to rip everything and just kind of, you know, give it away or do some contests. But I think I'm going to pick up more of the collection so I could still do both, have a sealed collection just for me personally, and then also do some giveaways here on the channel in the near future. But let me know. Okay, there's our second AR. I was a little slower this time. All right, let's see what this is. 3, 2, 1, and it's another Reshiram. Wow. Okay, let me put this in a. Okay, guys. This is, I think, a fire set right now. Okay, this is like I said, I pulled the Reshiram before, but I always enjoy this card. Look at that. And I know there's a promo for for Journey, sorry, not Destin Rivals, Journey Together. But look at, let's put that right in there. Okay. I think the artwork is just super nice for, you know, battle partners and even Journey Together. So once we get some product, we're going to open it right here on the channel for you guys. And hopefully we can pull the same, you know, same hits we have already, and in battle partners and in Journey Together. So, but I was able to pick up an ETB and, you know, add it to my collection, and hopefully we're able to get more product. Like I said, I have a pre-order at one of my other locos. So once that hits on Friday, I would definitely be bringing that video to you guys, so then you can see what we hit on the channel. And then let's do a comparison, you know, for Journey Together as well. I don't think, you know, I haven't done a comparison to the Japanese set versus the English set. I think Terrestrial I kind of did, but we didn't open a lot of Prismatic that we can compare with Terrestrial, just because, you know, the market was kind of out of crazy. The prices were going up. So I just kind of opened up Terrestrial, and I continued to open that set. All right, let's see. Let's get into our next pack. All right, awesome. Just put those here. But, you know, let me know down in the comments, what is Journey Together a set you've been anticipating? Were you guys waiting on more Prismatic, more battle partners, you know, or are you guys waiting for Destin Rivals? Which I think everybody's waiting for Destin Rivals. Let's not get it. Let's get ahead of ourselves, or not get ahead of ourselves. I think Destin Rivals is the set that everybody's been waiting for. But in the meantime, what have you guys been waiting for? Is it battle partners? Is it Heat Wave Arena? Is it Journey Together or Prismatic? You know, some of us have different opinions on what sets we're waiting for. It's just a little hard right now. Well, let me organize these really quick. It's a little hard right now just because like the quantity of Prismatic was not there. I think you can find it a little easier now, but I think you're gonna pay double the price, and I just don't know if I want to do that. You know, I really don't mind, you know, buying Pokemon sets, ripping them for you guys. I definitely enjoy this part of the hobby, but I just feel like sometimes the prices get a little out of control. So maybe we just wait a little bit. We'll open up other TCGs. As you guys know, we just don't open Pokemon. We open Lorcana, Union Arena. We're gonna start opening some One Piece. I know that's a great set, and it's a great game to play, which I'm looking to play personally, along with Union Arena. And we're gonna also look at some other TCGs, not just those that I mentioned, because I think altogether there's just so many, and who has time to buy certain packs, certain sets, and see oh, there's our Reshiram rare right there. And who has time to really, you know, go through all these different TCGs? So that's why we're here, and that's why we have this channel. You know, that's why we're 7 cards in hand. We're going to open up many different TCGs, so you guys don't have to. So if you guys can make the decision either to invest in it or to kind of wait on it. All right. There's our next one there. All right, let's put that aside. Let's go ahead and open up our next pack. Let's see if we can hit another illustration rare, another SAR, or, you know, if we're just gonna kind of luck out and keep those ones, which those are great hits already. Okay. Nope, right there. And hopefully, I'm gonna be honest with you, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have about 9 packs left. Let's see if we can hit the Clefairy full art. I know that's the biggest hitter in Journey Together and in Battle Partners. So if we could hit that,
I'll do a backflip.
Maybe. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do a backflip, but maybe I will. Okay. We have another AR, and I think I know what it is, guys. All right. Let's see what it is. 3, 2, 1. And it's the Articuno. Yeah, let's go. Look at that. This one, to be quite frank with you, kind of stop myself from saying it, for those who know, but this I thought was going to be probably the rarest card in Battle Partners and then in Journey Together, but because when they revealed it, same thing with the Reshiram, but it never came. It's still one of the top cards to have. But that is pretty cool to have another Articuno. So far, we have pulled the Reshiram, the Articuno. I forgot what his name is. Let me know now in the comments what his name is. I know if I say his name, I'm gonna butcher it. But we pulled the Articuno, we pulled the Reshiram. Maybe we can pull another, one that we have, like a Werelord, which I think that artwork is sick. Especially with all the different colors. But we really want to hunt for that Clefairy. That is the infamous Clefairy that we are all kind of missing out. But I think we pulled a lot of good cards already in this set, so maybe that might be it for the set. But let's cross our fingers to see if we can get lucky, because we still have a couple more packs left. We're still here and we're still ripping. But I hope this opening the set helps you to make a decision if you guys want to invest in Battle Partners or if you guys want to invest in... Oh, there's the Clefairy EX. This is a sign. Look at that foil. Okay, look at the foil right there. This could be a sign that we are going to hit the Clefairy. Maybe, maybe not. But I am optimistic, and I'm going to keep being optimistic. But if you guys like this set, again, I hope this answers some of your questions. If you guys want to open this set, add it to your collection. I know Japanese is sometimes not really favored, just because you can't play it in locals, you can't play it in tournaments. So they're kind of, in a way, kind of a waste, just because, they only can really be added for the collection. And I know a lot of buyers don't really like Japanese sets, so they don't really take a lot because they don't sell as much as English. But regardless of what we have, there's our rare right there. Regardless, we're going to still open up Japanese set. I'm a big fan of traditional Japanese artwork. So regardless if it's Pokemon, Unarena, even Loricana, I actually opened up a Chinese set a while ago, which I'll show you guys on one of these videos what I pulled from it. But I like the different language sets. I think they're pretty cool. All right, another... Okay, and it's our EX right here, which is our Mellow, right? I don't even know how to pronounce his name. So, okay. We got 2 more packs left. Again, the Clefairy EX, it's kind of giving a sign. Let's see if we can finish strong. All right, so we're going to go slow on some of these packs. No, Butterfree, okay. All right, 2 more packs left. Let's... Right here, okay. I'm going to keep it right here for you guys. All right, nope. No luck. All right, 1 more pack. We got a single pack right here of Battle Partners. Let's see if we can open up or we can find that Clefairy. All right, this is it right here. If not, you know what? Even if we don't pull a Clefairy, I think we pulled some great cards, so I'm going to show you guys in just a second. But I think this was still a great, fun opening, and I hope this helped everybody if they decided they want to invest in Journey Together or Battle Partners or both. I hope this provided at least some type of clarity to you to invest your money. All right, Mr. Mime. Right here. No, and I think... Yep, that might... And that is it. All right, guys. That was still a fun set to have. Okay. Here is our 3. So we have our 1 SAR right here. Here is our 2 illustration rares. And we picked up some EXs as well, too. Let's pull the Clefairy. I think I have some of them on this side over here that I kind of put away right now. Actually, no, wait. We got 1 more AR. Okay. Right here. And then our one of our favorite EXs right here. But what do you guys think, guys? Do you guys think this was a good hit? I know I keep shuffling them around, but do you guys think this was a good hit, a good box opening? Do you plan on opening this set? I think it's worth, investing in. I think the artwork is great, especially if you love traditional Japanese. And even if you don't play, I don't play too much of Pokemon. I mostly collect it, and I think that's what a lot of us do. But I think just having the set part of your collection is good to have, even though it's a Japanese set and they don't go for much, especially if you're looking to resell. I want to keep a collection, but are you guys looking to resell, or are you guys looking to just add it to your collection? But I think it's definitely beneficial to open it and invest at least 1 box. You don't know what you're going to hit, and you never know. You might open up the full art or the SAR Clefairy and add that to your collection. I think it's a great card. Well, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. But did you enjoy this set opening as much as I did? I love Battle Partners, and I'm going to continue to keep opening this set. I just think the quality of the cards are there. I love the artwork, which is why I'm a big fan of the Japanese sets, and I can't wait to get my hands on Heatwave Arena. But before I do that, I'm going to pick up Journey Together and dive into it to see if we can pull the same grails we did in this set. But before I let you guys go, as I mentioned previously, we're on the road to 500 followers on our Instagram and 100 subscribers on our YouTube. And once we're able to achieve that, we're going to do a big giveaway for you guys here right on the channel. And here is a sneak peek or a context clue or a clue on what we're going to be giving away. But as always, thank you guys for hanging out with us, and I will see everybody on the next video.